Hey everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me again today. And it is my honor, my pleasure to be in your presence and to deliver healing messages and guidance from Spirit. And today I feel so connected to a beautiful spiritual energy that is present in all of us. And I feel like for some of you it's been dormant, but is coming through. It is a very spiritual time today for all of us. Some of you who are more in tune know what I mean, and you feel it deeply within your soul. I feel like the roots that ground you to your true self, to your soul, to who you really are, to who you were created to be, is present now. And whatever message comes through from Spirit and from the collective energy, it's very, very pressing upon me. And I feel it deeply within my heart space. I want to say that, just bear with me because I have what I think is the flu, and I have been off work for the yesterday, and today I'll be off again today. But this morning, because I slept for hours and hours yesterday, I feel awake, but I also feel very connected, and I feel very close to my divine creator, to my own light, to my truth. And so I know when I'm in this place, it's my, I don't want to say responsibility, is what I'm supposed to do, to connect with all of you, to share this energy, to move the energy. Bear with me because I will be sipping on tea. Sorry about that. But this connection today it means a lot to me. It means a lot to some of you. And it means a lot too. I feel like some of our loved ones who have passed over are here. Not just loved ones. Well, loved ones, yes, but also family members that were on this plane, maybe for someone very close to you that have crossed over. But not only that, the energy of your pets, furry friends, your furry family members, energy is here as well. It is a very connected, it's almost like there is a chain link energy, sort of like, I think there used to be old, I think it was Coke commercials. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. That one. And so I feel like it's that kind of connection. It's this barricade of loving energy that is soulful and deeply spiritual that's here today. For all of you who are here, this message is meaningful in some way, shape, or form to you. If this is not something that you are feel comfortable with, then please feel free to not listen or watch. That's fine. This channel is for everyone. Everyone is invited. Everyone of good and light. And I know for some of you, you are very deeply spiritual. And so this message, I feel, will resonate with a lot of you. I'm going to kind of have a moment with our sacred spirit reading cards, okay? And I feel like there's something so sacred today that our ancestors want to share with us. The card says cosmic ancestors, right? It's time to, our soul is trying to help us clear the path to go even deeper within our own spiritual selves, to clear the obstacles. I just want to share something with you. I have been, and I will admit this, angry for the past couple months. And of course, as we all know, work can do that to us. And so I have been feeling upset and knowing it's time to move on to another path in my life, and feeling as if I think part of the anger or the frustration that I feel is that it doesn't fit me anymore. I don't fit there anymore. I shouldn't say that because that sounds negative. But what I mean is, when we've come to the end of one path, I always look at it this way. There's construction tape, there's barricades saying no more. You can't go any further here. You just can't. Because you've learned everything you've needed to, you've affected whoever you needed to, you've done your very best. And when that happens and we come to that place, we start to see the true colors of people, the energy that doesn't align with ours. And so it's always in our best interest to move on and move forward in grace and on a good note, not leaving in anger, hostility, or any kind of negative energy that is going to carry over to the next chapter of our lives. We don't want that. We don't want to take baggage with us. We want to travel light. So, our wise ancestors, those who have gone on before us, those who are here in spirit and love and in light to help us move forward. I feel such a connection today. And I know I'm going to get emotional because I feel it. Because I feel all that love and that energy from those who we can't see in the flesh anymore. And from those beautiful beings of light that want the very best for us. It's that energy that is calling us to do what's best for us. Time to take charge of that part of our lives now, guys. It's time to step into your own light. Excuse me. I'm going to try not to blow my nose on live so you can't hear it. But it's time to let go of the anger, the frustration. It's time to realize that whoever it is that's not aligning with your energy anymore, it's okay to feel maybe a loss or mourning over it, but it's natural to let it go. And don't resist that, because when you resist, that's what causes those feelings of anger, of resentment, of impatience, of, almost seething energy that is no good for your light. It's time to accept the truth and move on. I feel that some of you have ancient shamanic energy, and I don't know who that applies to, but I feel it's strong here. And I feel like it's a grounding energy that's calling you to be one with the natural energy of the earth, of all that is natural, and natural goodness and light, the innocence of natural energy is what I'm trying to say here. It's time to release the judgments. It's time to release the disappointments. It's time to stay grounded in your light, because your light is a holy light, whether you realize it or not. And I have to say that I've been telling someone that I care deeply about, I've been telling him, I feel bad because every day I come home and I complain and I sort of, pardon my language, bitch and moan about the energy where I work, about what's going on, about the people, how they're behaving, and how everything, just everything. And it's been sort of a boo-hoo, woe is me time. And so now I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to leave all of that energy behind me. And I'm ready to open up to where my soul is leading me next. It hurts, but at the same time, it's a celebration. Because if something doesn't serve you any longer, it's best to move on, right? It's best for you. And so I'm going to do another card. Let's see what Spirit has to say. The other thing that I want to say is this. If you've been sort of in a desperate energy to leave something behind, but not knowing what to do, but still trying to find something with that negative energy, you're going to go in circles. You're going to chase your tail. You're going to feel confused and frustrated and angry and desperate. And I feel like this message is for me too. When you let go of that and you surrender the anger, all of the negative feelings, even though sometimes they might be warranted, they might be justified, it's not worth staying in that energy and fighting. Not worth fighting it. It's time to move on to a brighter new chapter that aligns with your soul, okay? With your energy, with your light. As I said, grounding your light is so super important right now. It's time to let your soul shine. You've been blocked. Do you see how in this picture, there's a direct line of light going from mind, body, soul, right? All your chakras are healthy. I feel like a lot of us, this has been blocked, and this has been like in your head and whatever. But I feel like something has been blocked and not allowing your light to fully shine. And you know what? We can't blame anyone in particular. We can't. Excuse the background noise. That's my heater coming on. We have to let go and just embrace that it's time to move on and clear the obstacles that are in the way. And that's what your soul is trying to do. That's why you're tired. That's why you're frustrated. That's why you're angry. Because you've been resisting, right? You've been holding out hope that something will change within the environment where you are. It may not be work for some of you. For me, it is. I'll be real. For some of you, it may be something else. But you have to let go of the desperation. That desperate energy will get you absolutely nowhere. It will block your manifestations. It will keep you from joy and happiness and stability and abundance and fruitfulness. And maybe it'll keep you from money, the money that you rightfully deserve, the wealth that you rightfully deserve, that's rightfully yours, that belongs with you, that all of that negative energy is stealing from you. It's time for renewal. It's time to go back to the innocence of your soul, the innocence of the energy that you were created with. Things have gotten way too out of control in this world. And I will share something with you. I was feeling so desperate, just frustrated with things where I am right now with work. And I'm not gonna badmouth anyone or do anything like that, because that is what gets us stuck. But I was feeling so desperate. I started searching the internet for side hustles, for jobs, for ways to make extra streams of money. And what I found was a lot of oversaturation of people trying to sell their ideas to you, literally, for some. Side hustle jobs that seemed desperate. And what I realized was, while these are okay for other people, some of them are not for me. And it was just too much on my part of searching for anything to get me out of where I am. And I realized that I started having inklings of that. And then I realized, why am I angry at all these people who are trying to sell their ideas and this, that? That's on them. That's for them. If that's good for them, okay. But that's not me. I can't find what I'm looking for because I was blocked. And the truth is, whatever it is that I need to do and whatever path I need to take going forward, it might be out there. I might have stumbled across it, but I was so confused and chaotic in my mind because of the disappointments and all the lower energies. I blamed it on everyone else inside my head, but I blamed it on the world. I blamed it on everyone else's. I thought everyone was out there trying to get a buck off of people who were trying to find jobs and find extra streams of money, income. And I realize now that maybe that is the way it is, but I don't belong with that chaotic energy. I don't. The way forward and out of whatever situation you are in that isn't serving you any longer is, the key is in your hands. It's in your heart. It's allowing yourself to let go and not fight any longer, and not sit there and hope and wait and hope that somebody changes or something changes. We are the wardens of our own environment, of our own situations, guys. And the universe isn't going to open up doors for us if we're constantly in a state of flux about what we want. Some of us don't even know what we want because we can't think straight. We can't, because the energy is blocked. We need to feel into the energy of our truth, our true paths. For some of us, it is a bit of work to let go of all of that. I feel so deeply within my soul this truth that's being presented to us today from Spirit. Whatever situation you are in, the key that opens the door to a new opportunity for us is letting go of all of that other energy, because we don't want that with us. And I believe one of the biggest lessons that we're learning now in this situation, whatever you're in, is that whatever energy isn't aligning with you doesn't belong with you. It's not yours. It's time to let go of that. And don't keep trying to hang on to something that doesn't belong within your light, your energy. In fact, whatever energy doesn't belong with you is dampening your light, darkening the doorway to your path forward. And so, however this change occurs within you, know that there's something far greater for you coming. But don't just wait for it to fall into your lap. Work on letting go of any negative feelings. And I'm not saying if someone wronged you in some way that you accept that it's okay that they are awful or whatever. It's more like, I'm going to leave that with you now. You were not kind, you weren't good. You were deceitful, you were distrustful, you were whatever. That's your energy, not mine. And I have to let it go now. And so it is time to blossom into something beautiful. Your own light, your own energy, your own path. Stay in your own lane. Lately, that phrase has been coming up for me. To stay in our own lane. Guys, this path is yours. Whoever crosses your path and is in sorry, I'm just trying to be comfortable because I'm not feeling well. Whoever crosses your path and is in your path, they're either meant to be for a short time or a long time or forever. There's always a reason, but sometimes they don't belong forever, or a situation doesn't belong forever. And you have to be able to let go of that. And you have to be able to clear your path so you can move forward. I give people, situations, a lot of chances. And for me, that's not always a good thing, because I know in my heart sometimes that I have to let go of it and walk away. But due to sentimental things, I don't always do that, and that's not good for me. And it makes my path, my journey, harder, more difficult. And I have to work on how to let go of some things, okay? And I feel like this message is really going to hit some of you, because I feel like I know people that are the total opposite of me, that there's no chances given. I'm going to use these words, screw them over, they write you off forever. You're done. No more second chances, no explanations, no forgiveness, nothing. Done. And I'm so opposite. I'm like, okay, let me hear you out. Let's figure this out. And so I feel like we're all on an individual. We all have our own energy that way, how we're made. And I feel like there is, for a lot of us who are very spiritually in tune, we sort of have the intuitive, and we know when something's not good for us. We know it's time to let go. But the problem is that we are afraid if we let go, it won't come back to us. And that phrase, if you let something go, wait, how does that go? If you set something free, and it comes back to you, it was meant to be. If it doesn't, it wasn't. And so I feel like our paths can be our life can be tricky sometimes, because when we allow the fear and the confusion and the guilt and the this and the that, and I'm going to tell you, being a Libra, I am so, I believe in balance, in justice, and I'm love. Libra falls under Venus. So Venus is all about love. And for me, I just want everyone to be peaceful and happy. But a lot of times I end up being not happy. And everybody else. I try to keep the peace with everybody. But then I'm not happy. So guys, what I think we're trying to say here is, it's time to allow the natural energy to be within yourself, to let it guide you, to be happy, to take care of you. I feel very emotional with that, because I'm one that has emotional ties. I'll be the first to admit it. I get attached, and I have my feelings of attachment aren't just, how do I say this? I think what it is when I get attached, it's my desire to make sure everybody's okay. And so while it's good to care for people and to love people and to love whatever, it's also important to realize, hey, what about me? I need to make sure that I love myself enough to protect myself and to move forward. Okay, so I feel like Spirit saying, okay, Naomi, move on, move on, move on. Okay, I'm moving on. And all of a sudden I feel this big heat wave coming over me. Could be a fever, but I also feel that it's something significant that suggests and indicates that we are, how do I say this? It's a feeling of like we are the flame, we are the fire, we are the inferno, we are our light, right? Okay. I'm sorry guys if this is dragged on and if it's been like, but it's this message of finding our own path now. And it's not about booting somebody off to the side and saying F you. It's about saying, you know what? I'm thankful for the lessons. I'm thankful for seeing who you are. I'm thankful for knowing that your energy doesn't align with mine anymore, or the situation doesn't align with mine anymore. It's time to move on. It's time for celebration. Lately, in the last few days, I've been seeing celebratory things in my visions. Wine glasses, champagne glasses. I've been seeing happier times, and my soul is saying, it's time for that. This whole adventure, what I've been feeling in the last few months is doing me no good any longer. And so, open intuition. Seek clarification. This card, you're opening up. As you learn to let go, we are opening up our intuition, and it naturally flows, and it naturally guides us to where we need to go. But we do need to do some of this work ourselves. Like I said, I know people who just are waiting for something to fall into their lap, but they're not really doing much of the work. We have to. It's our path. It's our divine responsibility to work in tandem with the universe. And the universe can't work with us much if we can't make up our minds, if we can't align body, mind, spirit. It is time to let go, guys. Let go. Be happy, move forward, move on. Some of you are opening up to something more spiritual in your life, in your path, because you're needed in some way, shape, or form to bring forth your light to affect others. And I think you might be surprised to find what you find, what your voice tells you. Once you clear out the negative energies, once you let go. And I want to just say this, don't just up and quit a job and not have anything lined up. Guys, I'm telling you right now, that's not acting in self-love. You have to protect yourself and make sure you have something in mind, okay? You have something lined up. And once you start clearing all those energies, you'll see what opens up, what ideas you come up with, and your path to a new job, a new position, something, whatever it is that you need to move out of your life so you can allow the new to come in. You'll see that you are working with the universe here, okay? It's time to move forward now. What was that movie? Happy Feet? With the penguins? On a journey. I vaguely remember, but I was just thinking of happy feet, lighter feet, moving forward. Aquarian energy. Not meaning that this is just for Aquarians, but that light energy, that beautiful. I always think of frolicking in a field of beautiful, just free wildflowers, just kind of frolicking in that beautiful openness. And so I feel like that's where our soul wants us to be, to feel free, to feel open, to feel unblocked, okay? And this lesson is for me as well. This message is for me. What's good for the messenger is also good for, what's good for others is also good for the messenger. And so, guys, I'm going to end this reading, this message for you now, and let you know that I love you all so very much, and I'm so, so thankful for this opportunity to be here with you, to be on this journey, to help all of us on our paths, even myself, and to let you know that you are loved beyond measure by your divine creator. And so I share my energy with you today, the energy of love, the energy of light, hand in hand with all of you. Let's do this. Let's get to happy. Let's get to freedom. Let's get to joy, self-confidence, stability, faith, love, abundance, fruitfulness. Until next time, guys, Stay beautiful. Stay in your light. Stay in your lane. Stay in self-love. Until next time, namaste.